What's going on? Tony Dark here. So today we're going to discuss about the story. I just want to spread awareness, especially to those that have younger ones, little babies, toddlers, kids, pets. This can apply to pets as well. Um, it's just something I want to spread awareness of. This is an unfortunate story. We are going to watch and listen. This is about an 18-month-old that died after swallowing a button battery. Now, I've always known these batteries as a CMOS battery, but when I heard the term button battery, maybe that's what everyone else calls them. I don't know. I'm just weird. But this is a button battery. My software is not going to let me show you guys. Hold on. But you guys know what they are. Yeah, these are very dangerous because when you have a device or an item that requires one, like this one does right here, sometimes you'll pop them open. And what happens is, let's pause that for a second. Depending what, like that, that's what I was going to say. Things fall, things pop. I just dropped the lid to this, but see, these batteries can fall. They can fall on the ground, and a baby can pick them up and eat them. And these are not that hard to swallow. It's like a coin. It's like a pill. Very dangerous. You definitely don't want anyone to ingest these. Even if you rush to the hospital and you get this taken care of, it still becomes a problem after it's removed from your body. We're going to see this story right here.
Sick. She was snotty, stuffy, just not her usual self. With it being a Saturday, we decided to go ahead and take her into the pediatrician. She was diagnosed with croup, which is a common misdiagnosis for button battery ingestion. We gave her a steroid shot and were sent home for the weekend. The following day, we realized there was a button battery missing in our home. Upon realizing it was missing, we immediately went to the emergency room and told them our suspicions, where they confirmed that she had in fact ingested the battery. She went in for emergency surgery to remove it, and we were in ICU for a couple days. We were released to go home. I decided, let's go back to the pediatrician and get a set of eyes on her just before the weekend. That Friday, that's when they did the CT scan and confirmed that a hole had been created. It's called a fistula.
It's from the acid.
It is where there's a hole from the esophagus and through the trachea. Once a button battery is removed, it actually continues to burn for days. And during the time from when we left the hospital and getting back to that CT scan,
You're so sweet.
it had burned a hole through her esophagus and through her trachea, creating the fistula.
Couldn't eat or drink. She had a feeding tube installed.
She also came back sedated. That morning was the last morning that we saw her fully awake and fully as herself. That evening, I had stepped downstairs to grab dinner, and I got back up to the floor, and I was walking down the hallway, and there were no nurses, which is not a normal thing. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness, there's a kiddo not doing good. And I turned the corner and realized it was my kid.
I mean, that's sad.
That wasn't doing so good. And I heard them say starting compressions. She was gone for 8 to 10 minutes. I watched all the life-saving measures that they take. And thank goodness we were able to get her back.
Hey there.
Yeah, that's sad.
It's time to go back to sleep.
Poor little girl.
Go back to sleep.
Reese remained in the hospital for a few weeks. She coded again after a procedure.
I remember standing against the glass, begging, yelling at her to fight. But we didn't get her back. From there, I got to hold her again for the first time in 40 days.
40 days. 40 days.
But she was blue. She was lifeless. And she
Now, I know it's heartbreaking, it's sad, and that's why I wanted to make this video, to spread the story, to spread that awareness, because this is something that can happen to anybody. It can happen to you, it could happen to a neighbor, a friend, and like I said, this also applies towards pets. This applies towards disabled kids, even adults. I mean, you never know. People do dumb things. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna swallow this." I'm like, you might not want to do that, you know. I honestly didn't know that ingesting one of these could kill you. I thought maybe it would just, come out the other end, but apparently these things are deadly. So make sure you dispose of these properly. Lots more devices nowadays have these things. For example, this right here is just a room thermostat. It measures the humidity in the room and the temperature. I have one right there in front of me. I have one almost in every room in my house. So definitely going to make sure the lids don't pop off on these. Might even take precautionary measures and just add some, tape the back lids or something if you have items like this. Many other devices have these batteries, and then there's smaller batteries too. I don't know what they're called, but there's these little tablet batteries, like little tabs. They're like little dots. They're probably like 10 times smaller than these ones. And yeah, I definitely don't want to ingest little batteries. It's an unfortunate story. So YouTube has this weird thing about citing sources. I always cite my sources, but YouTube's been really weird lately, and they've been actually taking channels down and threatening to take channels down when you put links to your sources, which is weird. But this comes to us from Inside Edition, so you guys can check out the story there if you guys want to look at it any further. It's just a tragic story. Uh, 18 months old. So again, just be careful, be cautious if you see something, you never know. I have these taped onto my wall. Or even if they have these little stands, they can fall over, break open, and the battery can roll somewhere across the room. A little baby could be crawling, pick them up, and if you ever see something like this where the battery's missing, you might want to investigate. Like I said, I just want to spread that awareness, because these little things are preventable, and especially nowadays, parents are busy, and you don't. The smallest little details like this, you don't really. It's not that. It's easy to miss. And there's other things too, like magnets. I know there's little magnets and stuff. I think I have one actually right there in front of me. That's how that's why I started talking about magnets. I'm gonna pick that up when I'm done with this video. So little things. It's just an unfortunate story, and let me know in the comments what you guys think of the story. If you have any commentary, if you want to share a story or anything, spread the awareness. Liking this video does help spread this video. Sharing it helps a lot more as well. So yeah, Tony Dark out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hopefully we'll discuss something a little bit less tragic, but no, you never know. All right, guys, and rest in peace to Reese.